Hey guys, uh, me back at it again with another stream. Um, so last night I was getting texts from Kit Kat. Me and Kit Kat were texting each other, and there was some stuff that was said on Ella's stream because Ella did a stream uh, that last night, and Suits was on it. And there was some stuff that was said on that stream that Kit Kat texted me, and that I can easily just look up. That I can easily just look at. So I don't even know where to fucking begin because I can easily just talk about everything that Kit Kat has said. And shout out to Kit Kat for giving me all this information. My good friend Kit Kat. So basically, they were also like it started out with it basically like started with like me watching the stream a little bit, and they were talking shit on me and everything. I didn't really watch the whole stream because I was at a football game with my familia, or with a little bit of my familia. So I didn't really get to watch it, but they talked about they mentioned the dog jokes I made about Ella's dog, which I didn't know that Ella was uncomfortable with it until, like, I think that stream where I apologized to Ella. I did not know that she was uncomfortable with it until that one stream that I joined in, that she was uncomfortable with it. That's because Ella didn't come forward. I don't think she really came forward to me about it. And if she did, then it must have been to where either I wasn't listening or I just don't remember it. But they talked about the dog jokes and then, whatnot. And which I still think Ella should have came forward with it about me in a VC or whatever. And, you know, and Suits also said that that he won the debate against Chris. That basically he won. Apparently, that we all lost the debate against him, which that wasn't even a fucking debate. That was just Suits being a fucking jackass. And he called Kit Kat a bitch and a hoe, which is very disrespectful to someone who is supporting someone else. Very fucking disrespectful. And Suits also said that Kit Kat was lying in my live chats, which she was not. Suits also said that he can deal with drama better than I can, or whatever. And here's the thing with Suits, okay? He says, like, anytime there's drama, and that anyone who's against him is not able to handle drama. But Suits didn't do his homework because everyone handles drama differently. Everyone handles drama in their own way. With me, I choose to stay out of it, but if I get pulled into it, then I try to see how I can help solve the situation. And yet this just fucking all went fucking downhill and whatever. And I'm not looking at chat right now because I'm just busy reading off what stuff was on my phone here from the Discord chat. And then Kit Kat said that Suits. So, and then apparently, like from what Kit Kat's told me here, Suits has said that I've been disrespectful that for saying his full name, and that I'm being an asshole for saying that Suits is one-sided, and that I lied, and that it's bad to dox Captain Jack's house. So I get the Captain Jack's house and whatnot, but here's the thing, Suits. Everyone's gonna get their name out on the internet eventually. Like, whether you like it or not, your name's gonna be put out on the internet. Whether it's like your full name is gonna be like put out on the internet, whether you like it or not. And you say I'm an asshole for being one-sided, huh? For saying that you're one-sided? You say I'm an asshole for saying you're one-sided? Well, you are one-sided. Anyone that fucking comes to you and tells you something, you just fucking go after that person and barely give them a shroud of remorse without even listening to their side. Like that's completely one-sided right there. That's 100% one-sided. That if Joshua or Ella or whoever in that portion of the group tells you what's going on, you immediately antagonize that person for no fucking reason at all, and without you. And if they provide proof, then you explain that they provided proof of what's been going on, and you talk about that said proof. But no, anything they tell you, you just fucking go and attack them. Like, you just fucking go and attack that person they talk about. And I'm not lying either. This is hold on. Yeah, okay. I'm just taking a quick chat. Checking the chat real quick. Hey guys. So the Spider 123 said, "I personally do not agree with anything Suits says. He cursed me and my friend out for no reason when we tried to come with calm words. Now that's a fucking dick move to like instantly go fucking angry at someone for basically just trying to be calm. Like, what the fuck?" And then Kit Kat also told me that Suits said that Rengoku started all that stuff with Suits on my stream when they joined. Which Rengoku didn't start shit in my stream. Suits was the one who came in yelling. Okay? And here's the thing. Suits is a two-faced fucking bastard. It's like, in my stream, like 2 days ago, when I was trying to clear up the air, Suits was, like holding it in his anger, trying to be calm. And then in his own stream, he's fucking angry. It's like he's a two-faced fucking bastard. He's calm and collective in one stream, and he's fucking pissed off in his own. Like, what the fuck? And then and then we're gonna get to what really intrigued me here in a second. But Suits said that I'm not mentally intelligent to deal with this. Oh, Suits, you were very wrong there. I am mentally intelligent to deal with this because I tried to find a solution to the problem. I tried to find a solution to everything. But with you, you just go all willy nilly to what anyone tells you, and you don't try to solve the solution. You try to make it worse. And you just basically just listen to whoever, and basically you just tell it to whoever will even give a shit of what you have to say. And I honestly tried to be respectful towards you. I honestly did. But after finding out that you were trying to manipulate me, that fucking crossed the line. Okay? That crossed the line. Now, let's get to what really intrigued me about what Suits has said. Suits said that I made sexual jokes that are disgusting. Now, I don't know if Kit Kat was very specific on what sexual jokes Suits was talking about, but and I even asked Kit Kat what sexual jokes, and she said that she didn't know about what sexual jokes that he was referring to. So that is a big fat fucking lie. Okay? That's a big lie. If I were okay, I'm trying to think of what I'm trying to say here because honestly, within all of the times I've streamed, if I did make a sexual joke, then my friends, well, the ones that count, would have obviously came to me and told me that I made a sexual joke and that it made them uncomfortable. And then I would have instantly deleted that stream. I would have honestly done that. I would have deleted that stream if I did make sexual jokes in there. So that's a big fat fucking lie that Suits decided to just do, trying to basically bring me down. And then he said that I'm a sack of shit, and again, the sexual jokes are disgusting. And then he basically then Suits said that it called me mentally retarded. Like, what the fuck, Suits? What the fuck? That has got to be the most disrespectful thing to come out of your mouth. Because if I was autistic, I would find that completely offensive. Which I don't know if I am autistic or not, which I don't know. But that is the most disrespectful thing to come out of your fucking mouth, Suits. The most disrespectful thing. If you were talking like that to Chris, then he would have a reason to come fucking lashing out at you. He'd have a reason to fucking hate you because if you told that to Chris. But that is the most fucking disrespectful of you, Suits. You're a fucking sack of shit for that. And then, apparently, Suits, you and Ella thought that I was going to dox Ella. I am not doing that. If I knew how to dox someone, it would not be Ella. I don't know why I would dox Ella. Like, what the fuck? And Suits, honestly, when I made those channels about you, yes, I was obsessed with you back then. I was. But if I would have at the time, like if I could have deleted them at the time, I would have. But I can't because I don't know the fucking passwords to it. Like, you know, I'm actually gonna look at the chat again to see what everyone's saying in here. Preach. So Chris just said Suits likes jumping to conclusions just to make himself look like he's in the right and everyone else is in the wrong. Yeah, I agree. That like that's fucking that is not right. Okay. So Kit Kat just texted me saying that the sexual jokes were towards Ella on my stream on Wednesday. I don't even know what sexual jokes I even said. Hold up. What? Jackson. Yeah, Jackson said he's very disappointed in me for this, and I could see why he would be. But, you know what? Okay. This is really going downhill. Like, all I wanted to do was just talk about what Kit Kat sent to me on here, but Jesus Christ. Let me actually look at what sexual. Let me actually. I don't even know what timestamp the jokes even start at in the in my fucking stream on Wednesday. Okay, so I'm gonna read off the message that Jackson sent me. So Jackson said, "Joe, I'm gonna be honest with you. No matter what reason you had to reveal Suits' full name, you shouldn't have done it because people can literally search up his information and see what street he lives on and what street he lives in and what city he lives in, and people can use that information to do some pretty bad things." Which I can see that, but I completely understand. But here's the thing, though. There are people that have the same name as Suits. Like there's people that might have the same name as me and Ella and everybody. I get it. Revealing names is bad, which is why I'm not doing that after unless it's like I'm not, which is why I'm not doing it anymore. But really, revealing a person's name. People have the similar name, so really, it is bad, yes, but it'd be worse if it'd be way worse if he was the only person with that name. But there's multiple people with that name and with like similar name as Suits. Okay. And if someone were to look up Suits, then like specifically about Suits, then they'd have to be either really intelligent or or know a powerful AI or whatever to do it. But I'm not going to do that anymore. Like, it's like people's names get out there eventually. Like, people are going to end up finding out my full name. People are going to end up finding about Jackson's full name. Like, because my full name has been said a couple of times on the stream, like, without me saying they could. I feel like there have been times with that, or there could have been times where I said it or whatever. There was a moment in time where I basically was in a stream when I was in a stream with Brendan and Kit Kat and I think Jackson, or I think it was just Brendan and Jackson, and then Brendan sent me a picture of Kit Kat, and then during that whole confrontation, during that little bit, Brendan said Jackson's first and last name. I don't even think Jackson realized that. And then Cayman always says his first and last name on his channel because he chooses to. But I'm just going to say this, okay? Even though I'm not going to say people's names out again without them them in the stream, their names are going to get out eventually. Okay. Yeah, I understand that, and with all that now, and I'm not going to do that again. So and Jackson, thank you for bringing that to my attention. So now I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to do that again. And see, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the thing. Jackson brought what I said about Suits' full name, to my attention. It's like Jackson said it to me, and I apologized to Jackson and told him I wouldn't do that again. And I'm gonna be a man of my word, not say the people's full name again. Like, see, if Jackson didn't tell me to not do that again, I probably would have done it again. Yeah, I understand, Jackson. It's like I understand that I revealed it without his permission, but I feel like like, yeah, I understand, Jackson, and I'm good on that, and I will ask for permission next time when to say someone's full name. I will do that. See, people, Jackson is completely right about that, and I agree with what he said. And now, and if Jackson did not bring that to my attention, there would have been a much higher chance of me. There would have been like a much greater chance of me more than likely saying it again. But since Jackson brought it to my attention, and since Jackson told me about it, I'm gonna make sure I don't do that again. But here's what I'm gonna say. To Ella, Joshua, and Skate. You guys, Suits is trying to manipulate you guys, along with Massimo here. Massimo, Ella, Joshua, and Skate, and JJ. Suits is trying to manipulate you guys. He's trying to get into your guys' heads and okay, I'm gonna respond to Kit Kat's thing here in just a second. But Suits is trying to get you into your guys' heads. Suits is trying to manipulate you into believing that he's always right when he's not. And while I did make the mistake of saying Suits' name, which is not right of me to do, and I apologize, but Suits has to understand that he can't always win with stuff. Suits won't always win. And Suits is trying to manipulate you guys into always taking his side. That's what Suits is trying to do. He's trying to he's trying to get you guys into taking his side all the time and saying that I'm the bad guy without really providing any good proof. Yeah, all the stuff in the past. It's like, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering, oh, what about all the stuff in the past with you being obsessed with Suits? Yeah, I get it. I changed from that. I've learned from that. And now, Kit Kat gave me some information from what Suits has said in Ella's stream, and I'm talking about it, of what Suits has said. Now, if more information comes up, then I will talk more on that information. Backing up with all this. So, my advice to all you guys, before I move on to my thing for Suits, is to understand that you can't always just jump to conclusions. You gotta just look at what you're given, like see what you're given, and do research on that, and see what everyone is saying. And that it's like, if it's a live stream where people are just talking about something or someone, hear what they have to say about that specific person, and then basically just don't automatically assume things. And if this person that they're talking about basically is doing what I'm doing and talking about what those people have said, then what someone should do is listen to what both parties have to say about each other and what is going on with each other. And basically just do research and make your own opinion from that. And while I can say that I'm not always the best when it comes to doing research on stuff, I know damn well that if you automatically jump to conclusions on shit, you won't get anywhere. And that's my advice to you guys, and to pretty much everyone who's trying to understand this. And let me just look at the chat again and see what's. Hold on. What did Kit Kat say? Did you see what Master Collider said? Hold on, Master Collider. Yeah, I saw that. But I just didn't want to discuss it because I didn't want to, because I was too focused on the other stuff. But so Master Collider said, by the way, the spider is black, and Suits said he was going to send him back to Nigeria. Okay. I see what you're saying, but without liable proof that Suits said that, then I'm not going to believe that. But, okay. Chris just said in here, I'm going to just read what Chris said here. So, Chris said, although I agree with that it's wrong, but honestly, we both have to face the fact that it is the internet and people will try to get someone's personal information one way or another. I agree with that. But we're now on that topic anymore. We're on to this other topic. But Chris said, it's starting to show with how he started saying yes or yes. He's technically manipulating you into saying that he's right without giving you the options to say he's wrong. Suits was always one-sided. He would listen to one side of the story and immediately assume the other person is in the wrong for what the person going to him is saying. Yeah. Okay. Kit Kat says she'll send proof. Okay. So, to Suits. I know you get your information from Winnie or okay. Okay. Whatever. I know you get your information from Winnie and about what is said. And I know you're gonna get fucking information from what I'm saying here. And here's what I'm gonna have to say. Here's what I say to you, Suits. Before you fucking jump to conclusions, do some fucking research. I just told that. I just said earlier to do some fucking research. But we both know you're not going to do some fucking research because you're just a one-sided fucking bastard. Like, I don't know how I didn't notice this, but every time that Ella or Joshua or whatever tells you that someone, more specifically, like tells you that someone who's against them, pretty much like for example, me, like if someone is having drama with them and whatever, you take what they told you and you immediately just assume that that person is bad without even asking the other person that they're talking about if what they said is true and allowing them to explain their side of the story. Okay? And the fact of the matter is that basically you wouldn't even listen to me anyway. It's like you're not even gonna listen to me anyway with this, but if you're gonna succeed in anything, more specifically with YouTube, then I suggest you do fucking research before you do like assume shit, and like you don't just automatically take what someone says and just automatically assume that that's the truth. You can't just do that. Because if you continue to do this, people like me are gonna say that you're just a one-sided bastard and that you won't listen to both sides of the story. Like, I admit, I've had some times where I was like that, but every time I've made that mistake, I tried to learn from it. Now, Suits, stop trying to manipulate people into believing that you're always right, because you're not. You're not always right. And Suits, you always say you win. You always say in your videos or your streams that you always win. That is not true. You don't always win. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes it's a tie. And I say that because I know what it's like to lose. It sucks. I know. Losing sucks. But basically, you gotta learn to accept that sometimes you'll lose and stuff. And then you'll have to learn from that and make sure you win the next one. Sometimes you don't always win. And I'm saying this because I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to lose. I know what it's like to lose something. And it sucks. Because all that hard work for trying to win, like, didn't go so well. So, yeah. So, Suits, don't always say you'll win. Because you're not going to always win. Okay? Let's look at the chat again and see if. It's like Chris said here. It's like what you were shown, Joe. Joshua sent you screenshots of my server, and Suits automatically assumed I automatically caused it because I was being myself and having fun in my server. Joshua and Ella could have just came to me and came to my DMs and told me that they were uncomfortable, but Suits was saying that I had to go to them about the whole thing, which isn't how it works whatsoever. And that's another thing. When Joshua sent me the screenshots about what Chris was saying, what Chris was doing in his own server, I was like, I told Chris of what Joshua sent me, and asked him what happened, and asked Chris what happened. I went to Chris and asked him what happened. I was being a good friend and asked Chris what happened and what was going on. Because from Joshua's screenshots, it does not explain much. Hold on, let me actually go on my thing with Joshua. Let me go on the. Okay. Let me go into Joshua's thing. I think. Hold up. I'm scrolling up a little bit to see if, like, what was going on. Of when Joshua sent this. Oh, okay. That's for Brendan's thing. Yeah, found the screenshots. Joshua sent me all the screenshots here about what Chris was doing in his server. And Joshua sent me all the screenshots of what Chris was doing in his server. and I asked Chris what was going on. I sent him the screenshots that Joshua sent me. And me and Chris talked about it. And then basically it led me and Chris to talk to each other about it. And he explained what was going on in that server, in his server, what was going on, at least at that moment. And like that, it's like that's what Ella and everyone else should have done with me whenever they were uncomfortable with something. Like they should just came to me like how Jackson did, and how like with me saying Suits' full name on stream. Like Jackson did not like it that I said his full name on stream, and Jackson told me that he did not like it, and that did not like it. So now I know I'm not going to do that again. So see, Jackson, and like what Jackson did is what Ella and everyone else should have done about this whole drama. That if they did not like what was going on, they should have just told me if I was free to join a VC or something. Then I would have talked to them about it, and I would have made sure not to do it again. Okay, KitKat just sent me the video of what was going on, of what Suits has said, and it's the timestamps are 51 minutes and 50 seconds to 53 minutes and 50 seconds. So, oh, it was in Chris's server. Okay, this was a month ago. Hold up. Yeah, this was a month ago. 2 days after I started college. Okay, so it was 51 and 50. Okay, found it. I'm gonna screen share this, and we can see what it was. 51:50 to 53:50. Okay, here we go. Okay, you know what?
Or else I will politely tell Chris to put his foot so far up your ass that you will be flying all the way to Africa. Now hurry your ass.
Already, I just see that. Hold up. I need to. Yeah, it's in there. Okay, I need to actually scroll back a little bit.
I want you to proceed to hurry the fuck up, or shut your fucking mouth, zip it, and just fucking leave.
Yo, can we hug it out? Can we hug it out?
Fuck you, ho! Listen! Hurry your ass up! Or else I will politely tell Chris to put his foot so far up your ass that you will be flying all the way to Africa. Now hurry your ass up, bitch!
Africa's I low-key like that shit, though.
Fuck you, ho! Hurry your ass up!
All the way to a
Alright, but anyway, volcano. I just want to say Master Collider is one of my very close friends.
I don't give a fuck. What? Next what?
Can you give me at least a minute to speak?
Just keep talking, bitch.
Just keep talking. Just don't worry about Suits. Just keep talking.
Keep talking. Hurry your ass up.
If he's yelling, just keep talking.
What? What?
Yo,
fucking dumb whore. Hurry your ass up, bitch. See, this is why stupid ass motherfuckers like you will never have success on YouTube. You are stupid as fuck. You cannot even care to explain yourself. You're like,
Well, nigga, you're telling me to fuck off. I can't say shit.
Hurry the fuck up, ho! Time's ticking!
You have 5 seconds left.
Hurry your ass up, bitch! You dumb hoe! You stupid motherfucker! You stupid cunt! You stupid hoe! Tell your mama,
5,
tell your sister,
4.
tell your grandma, and tell all of the females that you know that I feel bad for them, that they have to deal with their stupid fucking ass every day on this planet. Get the fuck out, bitch!
Hey,
Craig Bono! Get out, hoe! Get out, hoe! You next! Bye, hoe! Woo! Lord have mercy.
Okay, well, honestly, that wow. Surprisingly, I was not there for that. Like, holy shit on a stick. This. Let me actually just look at the fucking chat real quick. Okay, Chris said Joshua and Ellis. No, hold up. Joshua and Ella started drama all because they couldn't message me about how uncomfortable they were about something, and immediately went to Suits and had a stream about it, which was unnecessary. It was in my stream. I don't remember that being said, but at all. But I would be deleting all streams that have Suits in them. Then. Yeah, I agree that Suits is racist. Suits is racist because that was proof right there of what you said. Right there, that was proof. So, thank you to Kit Kat for showing me that. So, to Suits, what you did there was unnecessary. You did not have to say that to. Well, let me actually get the name again. You did not have to say that to Master Collider. You did not have to say that to him. I don't think Master Collider did anything to you. And you just do this. This is why you don't automatically fucking jump to conclusions. See, when Master Collider said that Suits. Like to you, Suits. When Master Collider said that you said something about him or whatever, I didn't automatically jump to it. I saw it, but I just didn't automatically assume to it, and I didn't automatically jump the gun and say that he was racist. I was waiting for significant proof that Suits said that. Then Kit Kat sent me the proof and the timestamps of where it happened. And I watched it and heard Suits say that. And Suits, you need to understand that you can't always just say what you want on the internet because you'll end up getting yourself canceled. Like, whatever you say has consequences. Whatever you do has consequences. So, yeah. Suits, you need to just stop being a fucking bitch all the time and just learn to be a man and learn that not everything is about you and not everything you don't always have to win. And Suits, if you or anyone else that you got on your side, if any one of you want to come onto my StreamYard and talk to me face to face, then let me know. And we will set up something. And we will talk about what was going on. But Suits, I already know you're doing a stream on Monday, and I can't wait to fucking hear what kind of bullshit you have to say on that one. And whatever you say on that stream, which I'm probably gonna watch. I'm more than likely gonna watch. I will listen to I will make sure if I can't make it to the stream, if I'm in okay. How I'm gonna say this? If I'm gonna join the stream, if I'm gonna join if I'm gonna watch the stream, I'm gonna listen to every word that you say, and I'll write, and then I will whatever you said that I don't like or that I find to be that I don't like that I want to talk about in my stream. I will pause this. I will pause your stream and write it down as notes, so that way I can talk about it. But if I can't make the stream, and Kit Kat says she's gonna watch the stream, I'm gonna politely ask Kit Kat to watch it and give me some information on it. And if anyone else is willing to do that along with Kit Kat, then all you guys can let me know and tell me what Suits is being said, what Suits is saying. And then what I will do is, like, once they send me what Suits said, I will write that down on my notes. I will again write it down on my notes. Then I will talk about it and give my personal opinion on it. So Suits, I'll be watching, or at least I'll at least be someone to not fuck with, because I don't take people like you seriously. I don't like people like you who automatically jump to conclusions. So, Suits. Sorry, guys. I'm just itching my eye because I got something in my eye. But Suits, better fucking watch yourself, because I will make notes of what you're saying from either what everyone else has said. From if I'm in the stream, I will have notes be written down, or if I can't make the stream, I will gladly ask my friends if they're going to watch Suits' stream, and I will be 100% appreciative of them if they would gladly tell me what's going on in the stream that you're going to do on Monday. Now, hold up. I need to, because I know you're, hold up. Okay. Let me just go to your channel here, Suits. Here we are. So your next stream is on Monday, which is the 20th, and then the 28th is your next one. And honestly, which the 28th is a Tuesday. So, watch yourself on both streams, because, you know, I will not hesitate to say stuff about what you said in there. And I also noticed that you deleted most of your streams. What was that about? What was that about, Suits? You delete most of your streams about me and Chris? Huh? You too much of a wimp to keep those up? Yeah. See, unless my streams get like blocked because of copyrighted music, I keep my stuff up, unless it's like I choose to delete it. So Suits, I suggest you really watch yourself, because I will take notes on whatever you're saying that's about me or about Chris or about anyone who's still on my side. Okay, I will write down notes of that, whether I watch it or whether anyone else is watching it and they tell me about it. So, yeah. Okay, let me look at the chat again. You know what, Chris? Yeah, that's why I will do that. So Harry said that was Spider. Kay said he didn't give Spider a chance to speak. Then Chris said, do what he does. Have someone watch it for you and have them tell you what is valuable information. I will do that. I will do that. So, to Chris, Rengoku, and Kit Kat. If any one of you three is going to be watching all of Suits' streams, then I politely ask that you go into his streams and see what he says. And if he's mentioning me, bring some valuable information to the up front to the table. And then what I will do is go to my note. I'll write it down on my notes. All the valuable information in my notes. And then, especially for this Monday one, when he goes live on Monday, whoever is going to be watching that stream, I ask politely that you watch it and give me some valuable information on what's being said. Because that way I can discuss it in my stream of what was being said. That way I can discuss it and then we can see what you have to say about that. Because this shit's done now. I'm not taking your shit anymore, Suits. I'm done with all your shit. You're not manipulating me anymore. This whole thing, and plus, I would have never met Suits. I would have never gotten to really be friends with Suits if Suits never, ever responded to my first video on Suits. If Suits didn't respond to my first ever video related to him, then if Suits never responded, I would have never been friends with Suits. I don't think I would have ever had this drama with him, and I don't think we would have ever met. And I don't think we'd ever be in this situation. I wouldn't even, and don't think that Suits would even know who I was. Well, whatever. So, Suits, if you just chose not to respond to me in the first place back then, all of this would have never happened. And plus, this was started in 22. So I was 15 at the time. You literally got angry at a 15-year-old for making one video about you. Just one video. And if you didn't say anything about that one video, I don't think I would have posted more. And then we would have just gone our separate lives, just doing whatever. And obviously we wouldn't have been in this situation. So Chris said, I will probably watch it, but no, I can't 100% guarantee you that I will watch it through. Kit Kat said, I will watch the streams all the way through. Aries said, so will I. Aries, if you have Aries and Kit Kat, if you guys are able to watch all of his streams all the way through, and then just write down all the valuable information, and then just write it down, and then okay. I'm grateful that Chris and Rengoku are willing to try, but to all of you, if you're gonna watch it all the way through, just write it down first before you send it to me. Then I will say something about it. Like once you send it to me. Okay. Let me try and think of what else I'm gonna say. Hold up. Well, here's one more thing I'm gonna say. Then I'm gonna probably just leave it off as it is. So, well, maybe I don't know. We'll see what the chat says, then we can continue this further. But I'm gonna say this now. If any of you guys who are like just new to the streams or new to all of this, and you want to discuss a certain something with me, let me know. Then we can discuss it. Like, okay. But mainly this is to anyone who's new or just watching. If you want to discuss something that is bothering you that either I did or that someone else did, that, well, let me rephrase that. If to my friends, okay, to the friends that I'm currently talking to now, if you guys don't like what I'm saying or doing, or if you don't like what anyone that the people were going against, and you don't like what they're saying or doing, and it's related to us, let me know. Like, write it down, send me and then send me what they said. Then, then basically, I'm just doing what Suits is doing. Since Zeus wants to automatically assume stuff with me, I will basically, well, I'm not gonna try and do the same thing he's doing, but I'm gonna talk about what was said, and then if Suits, okay, let's just say for example, Kit Kat writes down all the stuff that Suits says in Suits' stream, and she gets a lot of valuable information, and she sends it to me, and I discussed it on my stream, and then Suits just goes against what he said and basically just denies ever saying that or ever saying that was true. Then basically he's just a one-sided person, basically saying that he didn't do this, or basically just saying or doing this without any proof. Now, I'm going to say this again to Suits. Again, Suits, if you want to talk face to face, let me know. Like, be a man, text me on Discord, we'll do it on my time. Not on your fucking time. We're gonna do it on my time with my fucking rules. We're not doing your shitty ass rules anymore. We're doing it with my fucking rules. Because this is my fucking stream that we're gonna be doing this on. This is we're gonna be doing it on my fucking stream. So we are not doing it on your time. This is my precious time that you are gonna be wasting. This is my fucking time. So if you want to talk face to face, then let me know. And then if you decide to talk face to face but then end up wasting my fucking time, then I may as hell waste your time. I mean, you already wasted 3 years of my life that I'll never get back, believing that you're a good person. You already wasted three fucking years of my life. So if you waste my time again, I'm gonna make sure I fucking waste your time. Because what goes around comes around, man. And if they don't like what I'm gonna be doing, they can come to me about it. And they can discuss this with me on how I can do this differently. Because I know that I can trust them to come forward with me. That if they don't like how I'm going to be doing this and want me to do something different, they can come to me, say what they don't like that I'm doing, that they don't think is right. And if they have a suggestion on how I can do this differently, then I will gladly see what they have to suggest. And I know I can trust Kit Kat and Chris and Rengoku. And Aries. Forgot to miss him. I forgot to mention him, but I almost forgot to mention him, but let's look at the comments. So they said, here's what they said. Rengoku said he might have a live that day, and then with what I'm saying, they said they agreed. And Rengoku said, yeah. Chris said, yeah, Joe, be the bigger man. Rengoku said, yeah, you do it, Joe. You tell him. Kay said, you were speaking fast. Then Rengoku said, yeah, I am trying. Thank you. Like, honestly, I mean it when I say that I trust Kit Kat, Chris, Rengoku, and Aries. Well, I don't know Aries that much, but I trust Aries enough to listen to what he has to say, along with Kit Kat, Rengoku, and Chris. Because Rengoku is the one who told me that Suits was doing all of this. That Suits was trying to manipulate me. And Rengoku was the one who informed me about this. And then that's why I did the stream. That's why I did that stream called This Has to End Now, which was yesterday. 136 views. So with that whole 2-hour stream, 2.5 hour stream, me, Rengoku, Chris, and Dragon were in there. I trust Dragon too because, well, as far as I trust. I don't know Dragon very well, but I trust him enough, along with Aries. I trust those 5 people enough to tell me if they don't like something. Along with so the people that I trust enough to come forward to me and tell me that if they don't like something, or that I said something that I can reiterate or just put in a different way, those people are Jackson, Chris, and Goku, Kit Kat, Aries, and Dragon. Because I have all 6 of their Discords. So if I say something or do something that they don't like, or that I did that like was not a bold move to do, or I would say that I should have done differently, I trust them to come forward with me about it and tell me what I did wrong. Then that way I can reiterate on what I said or did. I know I'm repeating myself, but I need to just get it out there for people such as Suits who can't seem to comprehend what I'm saying, because Suits isn't all there up here. I'm not saying he's retarded or anything. I'm just saying. I'm saying that Suits isn't all there up here. So I don't think Suits can really fully comprehend of what's being said. So let me see what the yeah. Okay. And Goku said, "Yep, that was me." Kit Kat said, "I'm glad I told you the info that I told you." And yeah, and they all said that. So see, this is why I'm grateful for my friends. For these ones. And to Joshua, Skate, Ella, JJ, and a couple of others, including you, Suits. If you want to ever, and I mean ever, gain my trust again and gain my respect and gain, if you ever want to gain back my trust, gain back my respect, and gain back my friendship with you, you need to learn not to be fucking one-sided and apologize to my face and understand that Suits is trying to manipulate you. Well, I'm not even saying why I'm involving Suits. Suits is a manipulator, but to everyone else besides Suits, if you want to be friends with me, you gotta apologize to me and understand that Suits is the manipulator, and you gotta regain my trust and you gotta regain my respect. So those are the requirements that you guys have to do in order to be my friends again. Because me and Jackson are still the two, the major founding fathers of the group. Since Joshua was against me, then whoever was against me and all this for no random reason, I'm gonna just say that they're exiled from the group until this situation is solved. So and this also goes for Janito as well, Janito Gaming. This is for you too, that before I just said to them. So let's look at the chat again. Yeah, no one really said anything. Let me just look here. Yeah, I'm looking, and no, I'm looking right now. I'm looking. And there's only one time where Ella mentioned her dog, and that was to tell me that her dog passed. But besides that, Ella never said that me saying the dog jokes was making her uncomfortable. And it's like Suits, basically, what Suits did, what Ella did was she told Suits about what happened with me saying the dog jokes. And she didn't come forward with me. She just sent me a screenshot of what happened, and I apologized for it. But she didn't come to me about it. She went to Suits first and then sent me the screenshot. Then she went to me to send me the screenshot. Like, that's not how you do stuff. Like, that right there is not cool. And it's been 3 days since Ella last talked to me, and she didn't even talk to me about this. Neither did Joshua, and neither did Skate. Actually, said something about this. Let me actually look at what Skate said. Skate said, "Joe, you're making a huge mistake, my man. You know better you know better. You do know that Brendan's not going to change, right? He's going to keep on doing the same thing and trying to manipulate you because." You know that Brendan is a manipulator, especially when he used his mom and he manipulated her mother. He manipulated her mother, and now Suits is disappointed of you. It's like he's saying that Brendan's the manipulator when we don't even know if he is anymore, and he doesn't even know if Brendan's going to change, which we won't know now since we know Brendan's not going to say anything. And this was also 3 days ago, and Skate blocked me. And then with Joshua, it's been 13 days, almost 2 weeks since me and him talked. That's because he immediately blocked me. Oh, okay, I think who sent me a? Oh, it's in Chris's server. Chris said that. Oh. Well, I'm definitely going to join in on that. Yeah, I'm definitely joining that stream because I'm going to be done with this by then. But yeah. Let me just look at the chat one more time. Kay said, you can't always come to Suits for everything. You got to talk to the person if something is wrong. Nobody else. And then Chris and Goku backs. And I agree. Like, Ella, Joshua, and Skate, like, told me about, like, only Skate brought up the whole Brendan stuff. And really, they never said that they wanted to talk to me on like a call or something to talk about this, because if they wanted to talk about this on call and like explain and tell me like what, like why, like about this, they should have told me. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. So yeah, Ella should have mainly talked about this with me too. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm grateful to you guys that all you guys in the chat came in and listened to what I had to say. And yeah, but I will if once Suits' stream happens on Monday and everyone just sends me the valuable information, I'm going to make another stream. I'm going to make a stream on that. So, but yeah, be sure to, as I would always say, yeah, see you in there, Chris. But as I would say, be sure to like the subscribe button, subscribe with the like button, subscribe to all the people in the chat that were very supportive and respectful towards me during this entire stream, and be sure to watch all their content. Be sure to give them some support, give them some subscribers, help them reach their subscriber goals, and I will see you guys in the next stream. Bye bye.